Dale Bruner said this, listen to this, when a church exists for comfort to the exclusion of challenge, for grace and not even for judgment, she becomes a hideout for thieves rather than a house of God. See, what we've done in America is we have absolutely ruined the word judgment. This is what God's judgment is when God makes the wrong things right. That's all God's judgment is. So Jesus going into the temple, seeing the injustice of poor people and rich people taking advantage of the system, he is casting judgment. He is looking at a wrong situation and he's making it right. So God's judgment is a good thing. People say, like, don't judge me, like, I don't want to be judged. That is a different view of what we read in the Bible. When we read judgment, it is correcting the bad. Following Jesus and the judgment that he has on our life is a good thing. It literally saves our life. If we take judgment out of the church, we have a bunch of people sitting in the chairs that are on staff or even elders that look nothing like Jesus calls them to be. So much so that thieves, the idea of thieves, if you can understand this, people who cheat, steal, kill, murder, break into people's houses and lives and ruin them, use people to their own advantage, use things like pornography, people that take money from the poor, people who use the desire to just consume, that live to get drunk, that live for Friday nights, people who look out for themselves only and then in business will undercut any way to get their way. People who worship other gods and engage in demonic activity or listen to music that worship other gods, then come here and listen to worship on Sundays. And honestly, we could just continue this conversation and this list that can go on and on and on. And it's honestly just people like you and me, just sinful people. If we take judgment out of the church, and we can sit here and nothing phases us, even the word of God, nothing changes us. That is a problem. The way that the temple was set up, the closer you get to God, the holiness of God should start to affect you. But like thieves, we sit here and worship God just like they did 200 years ago. And Jesus, in all of that, he comes in and he flips the tables because this is the place where you have come to worship the Creator, to remember the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus and all of that sacrifice and joining the most sacrificial community of all time, which is the church. And that is God's judgment.